Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Let's start with a question. When was the last time you saw a man, a friend, a partner, a father cry openly and wasn't told to man up or be strong? Think about it. It's a rare sight, isn't it? We see it in movies, sure, but in real life? The unwritten rulebook for men often has a very clear, bold-faced chapter. Don't show emotion. Today, we're going to rip that chapter out. We're diving deep into why male emotions are so often ignored, the damage it causes, and how we can all start rewriting the rules. So, why is this invisible wall around male feelings so high and thick? It all starts with something sociologists call hegemonic masculinity. That's a fancy term for the dominant, socially constructed idea of what it means to be a real man. This ideal man is strong, stoic, independent, and a provider. He's a rock, and rocks don't cry, right? From a young age, boys are often told things like, "Boys don't cry," or "Stop acting like a girl." These aren't just phrases, they're instructions. They teach boys that emotions like sadness, fear, or vulnerability are weaknesses, things to be suppressed and hidden away. This isn't about blaming parents, it's about a cultural script that's been passed down for generations. The playground teaches it, the locker room reinforces it, and even our heroes in pop culture often embody it. The result? A whole lot of men walking around with a full spectrum of feelings, but with a toolbox that only allows them to express anger or stoic silence. This emotional bottleneck doesn't just feel bad. It has serious consequences for a man's life, his career, his relationships, and most importantly, his own mental health. To cope, men develop a whole range of strategies to hide what they're truly feeling. One of the most common is deflection, often through humor. Got a problem at work that's causing serious anxiety? Crack a joke about it. Feeling heartbroken after a breakup? Make a self-deprecating comment and pretend it's no big deal. It's a defense mechanism. If you can make light of it, maybe it won't feel so heavy. Another classic tactic is avoidance. This can mean burying oneself in work, spending endless hours at the gym, or zoning out with video games. It's about creating a distraction so powerful that there's simply no time or mental space left to confront the uncomfortable feelings bubbling under the surface. And then there's the one we see most often: channeling all complex emotions into anger. Sadness, fear, and disappointment are all vulnerable feelings. But anger feels powerful. It feels active. So, instead of saying, "I'm scared of losing my job," it comes out as, "I'm so ticked off at my boss." It's a mask that feels safer to wear, even though it often pushes away the very people who could offer support. Now, what do medical and mental health professionals have to say about this? They're sounding the alarm, and loudly. Doctors and therapists see the devastating fallout of emotional suppression every single day. When emotions are consistently bottled up, they don't just disappear, they manifest in other ways. We're talking about a higher risk for chronic stress, which can lead to physical health problems like high blood pressure and heart disease. The mind and body are inextricably linked. The psychological toll is just as severe. The constant pressure to be stoic is a major contributing factor to the alarmingly high rates of anxiety and depression in men. And here's the most tragic part. Because men are taught not to ask for help, many suffer in silence. They don't seek therapy. They don't talk to their friends. This isolation can become a breeding ground for hopelessness. It's a crucial reason why, globally, men have a much higher rate of dying by suicide than women. It's a public health crisis hiding in plain sight, fueled by the silence our culture demands. If we look back through history, this isn't a new phenomenon, but it is a relatively modern interpretation of masculinity. For centuries, expressions of male emotion were actually quite common. In ancient epics like the Iliad, heroes like Achilles weep openly in grief. Read letters from soldiers during the American Civil War, and you'll find men writing to each other with profound affection and emotional honesty. The idea of the stiff upper lip, emotionally barren man is largely a product of the Industrial Revolution and the Victorian era. As men's roles shifted from agrarian life to the rigid, competitive world of factories and offices, a new ideal emerged: the disciplined, unemotional, and efficient man. Emotions were seen as messy, unpredictable, and a hindrance to productivity. contrast, women were designated as the emotional sex, keepers of the home and heart. This created a false, harmful binary that we are still struggling to dismantle today. The data supports this divergence. Studies consistently show that from a very young age, girls are encouraged to talk about their feelings while boys are not. This early conditioning creates a lifelong gap in emotional literacy and expression. So, where do we go from here? The good news is, the conversation is starting. We're beginning to challenge these outdated norms. The future must be one where we actively create space for male emotions. This starts at home. Parents can make a conscious effort to validate their son's feelings. Instead of "stop crying," we can try, "I see you're upset, let's talk about what's wrong." It starts in our friendships. Men, we need to be better at checking in with our friends, and not just on a surface level. Ask the follow-up question. Create a space where vulnerability is met with support, not judgment. On a larger scale, we need better infrastructure. This means promoting mental health resources that are tailored to men, breaking down the stigma of therapy, and showing more diverse, emotionally intelligent male role models in media. It's about teaching everyone that emotional strength isn't the absence of feelings. It's the ability to feel them, understand them, and express them in a healthy way. True strength is having the courage to be vulnerable. It's time we recognize that giving men the freedom to be fully human, with all the emotions that entails, doesn't make them weaker. It makes them, and all of us, stronger, healthier, and more connected. Thank you so much for watching and for being part of this important conversation. If this resonated with you, please give this video a like and share it with someone who might need to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe for more content that challenges the way we think. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.